for that dad guy. It's May 21st, 2023. Today, it's a bit dreary out. We're having a rain day today. Quite a bit of rain actually is coming in today. So it's a good day to be inside. I got some postcards I'm going to write. I'm going to show you which ones I picked out for the day today. We've got a little bit of cleaning to do too because my brother arrives tonight and we're having family all over tomorrow for Victoria Day. So got to make it presentable for at least people to get around and be able to enjoy the space. This office really needs to be cleaned. Probably not going to get to it too much today, but I got to start tackling it. It's starting to get a little out of control. I've got things that people have sent. I've got stuff from my father's office that I'm still trying to go through for his stamp collection. Yeah, I just got things piled up everywhere, and I need to get it a bit more organized, I think. I've even got stamps that I've soaked off that I haven't put anywhere. They're still sitting on the soaking thing, or the spraying thing, because I didn't soak my, use the orange air freshener that I've talked about in videos before. And there's some that I've got to continue to do. I've got stamps still on paper, so I got to get those ones off so they can be put away properly. But that's probably not why you tuned in today. If you tuned in today for Sunday's video, it's about the postcards that I've got to send. I've got 3 official ones to go, and then I've got a few direct swaps as well. This first one I have is going off to China. He says he was born in a small town, but lives in a big city, but he is doing just fine in the new city. He'd be glad to receive any kind of postcards, just no politics, violence, blood, cults, anything negative. Telling me something about the card you picked is awesome. And if you could recommend a movie from your country, of course not one of the big name ones, but that'd be the cherry on top. Prefers it in no envelope, so just wants a postcard. And if you, so you can understand, if you understand Chinese writing, do it in that. I can't, so unfortunately it will be in English. And then he says, due to the COVID-19 situation, postal system isn't as efficient as usual, so if your postcard sent to me is going to be expired, feel free to tell him and he'll register it as soon as he can. So that's kind of nice. I do have a lot of postcards that I send to China that never get registered, but I send them anyways because I get the ID, and you know, one of those postcrossers may get them, and they may enjoy what they get, so they're still getting a postcard. All right, so this is the postcard I've picked. The Hopewell Rocks here. Any of you who watch the channel on a regular basis know I send a lot of postcards this way. It's pretty famous for the Bay of Fundy tides being the highest tides in the world. So you can see this is low tide where you can walk along underneath the flower pots, as we call them. And yeah, so that one's going out. It's one of those starter cards that I always like to send when someone wants something about New Brunswick. I don't have a lot of postcards that are specifically Moncton. There are some things here. Magnetic Hill is here. You've got the zoo that's here. You've got museums, the tidal bore. Yeah, there's a few things here, but we don't have a lot of postcards. So that's something I'm either going to have to start making some postcards or really searching it out. I do go to the museum every once in a while and pick up some art postcards by Audrey Favre, who's a local postcrosser here as well. And you're going to see one of hers come up next. So this next card that I have going out is going to Italy, and I'm very happy to get something that's going to Italy with all the water crisis that they're into right now. Lots of flooding in the northeastern part of Italy. So any card going to Italy is a privilege for me to send, so hopefully it will brighten someone's day. This lady says she's an Italian girl of Chinese origin. She attends the Academy of Fine Arts in Florence and really likes drawing. Postcards that she would like are of our town and country, monuments, landscapes, cute birds, museums, paintings, arts, illustrations, vintage reprints, or watercolors. Really appreciates hand-drawn postcards or hand-drawn styles, and very much like to have postcards that are decorated with stickers and washi. So I'm sending this one. This is an Audrey Favre postcard. This is of a lobster, specifically the giant lobster in Shediac, I think is the inspiration for this card. So hand-drawn art, and it's from a postcrosser. So I think it touches on a lot of her things. So hopefully she will enjoy it. All right, the last official one I have going is going to Germany. So it was nice to get 3 different countries this time around as well. She lives in a small village in Bavaria. Happy to receive postcards of any kind. But the postcards that make her the happiest are Tausendchen, royal houses, royal family, national dishes, chocolates, cupcakes. seasonal postcards, and even a birthday postcard if you're sending it in September. So she's happy to send postcards of any kind. So I've picked this one here, which is a whole box of chocolates, and hopefully that fits the bill. All right, those are the only official ones that I have going this week, so I need a few of mine to reach their destination so I can send some more. But I do have some direct swaps to send, including a That Dad Guy postcard going out. I'm starting to run low on those That Dad Guy postcards, so if you've gotten one, you're in a small group that will have them. The next one I have is this one here, cartoon of young Kylo and Luke at the dunk tank. He wants to dunk the Last Jedi, so it's a Star Wars card. This one is a Dungeons and Dragons card. I don't know if any of you watched the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon when you were younger. Came out in the 80s. This was the bad guy Avenger. And yeah, there's a new Dungeons and Dragons movie out now, or was out. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll get to it one time. Then this one here, this is a Doctor Who postcard. One of the characters in one of the many shows. If you're a Doctor Who fan, you may know exactly who this is. And if you're not, but you're into science fiction, maybe check it out. It's been going for over 50 years. There's a lot of good episodes. My favorite Doctor Who is David Tennant. So that's kind of one of the earlier, not the earlier ones, but of the rebirth of the show. Then I have this street art card going. The Lonely Dinosaur with his cupcake. Kind of a sad card, but really well executed with the stone on the side of the sidewalk and then the art below. This one here of the Reversing Falls in St. John, New Brunswick. Also a nice image going out. Maybe you're into trains. Here are some old train stations that are around New Brunswick. Train paraphernalia and things like that. I know there's a lot of people that really like trains, like architecture. Yeah, kind of vintage type style postcard. Other people are into Alice in Wonderland, so we've got a Mad Hatter postcard. I really like this image. I've had this for a little while now, so I'm glad to be sending it out. I think I'm picking the right person to send it to. And here we have some royals, some art, something you may find in a museum. Someone who may enjoy lighthouses. Here's a Split Rock Lighthouse, and it's on the North Shore. It was on Lake Superior, ran from 1910 to 1969. 134-foot cliff. It sends a beacon of light 22 miles into the Great Lake. It is one of America's most renowned lighthouses and is now a historic site maintained by the Minnesota Historical Society. A little bit of history on it. We talked trains earlier. Here's another one. This comes from the National Railway Museum in York. And this is the locomotive Puffing Billing, built in 1813, probably the oldest complete locomotive in existence. So those are the cards that I have ahead of me to fill out, decorate, address, stamp, and get in the mail. And I think today is the day to do it because I don't feel much like going outside in the rain that's happening out there today. So I'm just going to stay put, enjoy the day, get some things to eat, maybe do a little exercise inside, and yeah, that's all I got going on. Yesterday I had a lot going on. I went down and saw Princess Anne. If you saw that video, or if you haven't, go check that one out, and answer some of your questions from yesterday. So I have those Saturday videos. You can go ahead and leave a question on that if you're watching it, and I'll answer it next week. That's what I'm doing today. So hopefully you guys are subscribed, like, and comment, and share it with other people. If you think you like it and you know some other people that might like it, tell some friends. Let's get the community growing, and I'm very happy with all those of you who participate on a regular basis. So thanks very much, and have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.